Well folks, in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I ballast my track. Ballasting track is actually pretty easy, just as long as you do it right, and the results can be quite good. So I'll show you how, and hopefully some of you guys can learn a couple things. Of course, you're going to need some items to work with. First of all, you're going to need a bit of additive for your ballast to break the friction, basically just rubbing alcohol. I know it's in a lubricants container, but this is just alcohol compound, or rubbing alcohol will also work. Percentages don't really matter, you just need some kind of alcohol to pour on it. And next you're going to need some white glue. This is just some generic stuff I bought at the grocery store. Elmer's would probably work better. But one thing, you need to add water, so it's like a kind of 50-50 ratio, and it will just help the glue flood a bit more. And then obviously you're going to need some ballast. This is just Woodland Scenic's ballast that I put in this cap from a spray paint can, or a model spray paint can. And if you're using cork road bed, you're going to need a bit of sandpaper just to smooth it out a little bit before you work. We're going to start by prepping the cork road bed. Obviously, if you have foam road bed, you shouldn't have to do this. With cork you do, you just take your sandpaper and you sand the little edge right down just so it's smoother. This will help you a lot. I know it seems like a very simple step, but it will make quite a big difference. And you get both sides, obviously. And that should be good for prepping our road bed. You also obviously want to remove any bushes or shrubbery if you're like me and they get on your track. Start by just putting a little bit between the rails here, the ties I should say. And you just spread that out. And you can use a brush stuff. The great thing about starting in the middle is that it will, if it falls over the edge, it doesn't matter because you need to add ballast there anyway, so this works pretty well. Now this is a trick, it's a pretty common one in the community, although not everybody knows it. You take something and you tap the track, and after so long of tapping, you'll tap all the ballast into place. Obviously if you have a few odd ones on the ties, that's fine, because a real railroad will have that as well, but personally I don't like to have a lot of them. We'll start by doing the sides. The way I find works best is to put it really close to the rail and then pull it out. And always sprinkle it pointing towards the rail. Don't point it away, otherwise it won't hit the rail. It will just bounce off and go into your scenery. And then you just take your finger, smooth it down. You can see it falls down over the edge a little there. And then what I usually do, just build it up until it reaches the rest of it. Now if there's a bit you don't like, you can just smooth that out. And again, we'll tap the rails, get any loose pieces off. Just tap them gently. If you tap them too hard, they will actually put more ballast on. You can see I accidentally created a bit of a seam there, but just a little bit of ballast will cover that up. Now it's time to add some additive in the form of alcohol. You want to put it in a dropper or something. The way I suggest dispersing is just putting it really close to the rail. And then once you get a little bit on, you can start to apply it a little more liberally. After a while of applying your alcohol additives to the ballast, it's now time to actually start gluing the ballast down. We'll just take our 50-50 mixture of water and glue. That's the way I usually do it. Just put just a nice coating beside the rail. You don't want to get it on top because that will mess with how clean your rails are. And you can just add a little bit over the ballast, but don't go right down to the bottom because this stuff will eventually make its way down there. If it's not mixing well, add more additive. And you can see this is exactly what you want to happen right now. Just add it there, you can see it sinks right in. And just keep adding that. I'll add a bit down the middle. And you can see right here, you see when I add it, the glue disperses immediately. So I'll just add it right down, and the glue will start to sink in. Here we are about 2 or 3 minutes later, and as you can see, the glue has completely sunk into the ballast, and this is because of the alcohol being added to it. It just allows it to really sink in because it breaks the friction on the ballast. So we'll come back probably in another 10 to 15 minutes, and hopefully this will have all dried. So here it is about 45 minutes later. I underestimated the time a little bit, but as you can see, it's secured down. I won't disturb it too much because it's still setting a bit, but the good news is going to be that if a train derails or something like that, the ballast isn't going to go everywhere. It's not going to be getting, in your scenery as much like that, so it's all quite good, and I think it looks quite good too. You can still see a little bit of white, but that will dry up soon. And after a while, what we'll have is something exactly like this, where it can actually take quite a bit of resistance. And you see, I've got these loose pieces, but once I remove those, I have this very clean ballast which doesn't go everywhere. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll hopefully have a couple more videos up soon. It's kind of hard to say, there's a lot happening, but maybe. Bye everyone.